Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel to a brand new video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing baby Theo's 1 month update and my 1 month postpartum update. I can't believe he is a month already. It has just gone so fast. And we are lapping up every single second with him and still absolutely loving it. Maybe not the nights because he doesn't tend to sleep so well at nights, but we'll get on to sleep in a minute. So I'll start with baby Theo and how he's getting on. I didn't do a 3-week update, so I'll kind of roll it all into this video. So we kind of delayed giving him a little bit of a bath, just because his sort of umbilical cord still was sort of like healing where it had fallen off quite early, but it was still sort of healing. So we gave him his first bath, which he absolutely loved. I mean, he cried sort of before and after the bath. I just don't think he likes being cold. I mean, who does? But whilst he was in the bath, he absolutely loved it, and Amelia helped bath him, which he really enjoyed as well. So I'm so pleased that he likes that. I haven't put them in together just yet. I think I will eventually, obviously, but right now he's still so small. I know Amelia will be really careful with him, but I think she's happy enough to sort of stand outside the bath and sort of just help wash him. So for the moment, that's okay. I'm not using any products on him just yet, just water. Obviously they're sort of babies, they don't get too dirty anyway, so that's working out fine. So yeah, I'm so pleased that he really does enjoy his baths. So Sam's gone back to work now. He had 2 weeks off and went back on the sort of 3rd week. And actually, do you know what? I was dreading it as much as I was first time around with Amelia when Sam went back to work then. I think maybe because it's my second, I sort of know the drill a little bit more now. I'm certainly not as stressed or worried about doing things on my own. I'm a little bit more confident now with that. So that was really good. And yeah, that's sort of adapted well with him going back to work. So that's kind of worked out okay. We also took Theo to a newborn photo shoot. I just couldn't resist doing a photo shoot this time. We've got the pictures back and they are absolutely beautiful, and I'm so pleased we did it. It's just memories that we're going to have forever. She was really good and done sort of like about maybe 6 or 7 different poses and shots with him, and sort of like wrapped him up in like the baby burrito type poses. Yeah, so he was actually so good on the day. There was just one shot that he didn't quite like, Theo, and that was him being on his front. She tried it a couple of times and went back to it, and again he was having none of it, but that's fine. We skipped past that one and we still got some amazing shots. So yeah, he slept luckily for most of it, except for in one of the shots where his eyes open and he's looking directly at the camera, so that one was just adorable. We also managed to get some family shots, and Amelia got some pictures with him too, just the 2 of them. So I'm definitely going to be getting an album printed of all of those, and then choosing maybe my best couple and getting those printed and on the walls. So yeah, that was so cute, and I'm just so glad that we got that done for him. So Theo does seem to struggle a little bit with wind. I'm really hoping it's not colic. He doesn't seem to be crying endlessly, which I know colic can be, because I know Amelia did struggle with that as well. But yeah, so he can sort of get a bit upset and cry for a little bit when he's got wind. So we are sort of giving the colic drops just to help with that in case it is that and brings that on. But as I say, it is a sort of, he does get quite upset when he's got wind. I do find that sitting him upright does help with it. Obviously maybe just helps with the wind go through. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any tips or suggestions that helps with wind. I would love to hear your suggestions with what maybe has helped with your babies. That would be really great. So we've got Theo now registered with our local doctors. It was just another thing to sort of like tick off the list to do for him. Obviously he's going to have some checks and injections and jabs coming up. So yeah, I've booked in his 6-week check, which obviously is in a couple of weeks now. So I can let you know in the next video how that goes. But yeah, so he's sort of registered there for all his checks and checkups. So that was just another thing done. We've had lots more visitors come over, which has been lovely. I've purposely spaced out our visitors this time round. I think with Amelia we had a lot of visitors early on. I think second time round, like, you know, you're much more confident to sort of say no, or just delay people coming round. Obviously, everybody wants to see them when they're tiny little babies, and he's still really small. As much as he has got bigger, he's still really tiny. So yeah, that's been kind of nice to sort of just space people out and have them over time. But yeah, we've had some lovely friends come over the last couple of weeks and visit Theo, so that's been really special and nice. They've brought over their babies as well, so it's nice to see these sort of interactions, if their babies are a little bit older, with Theo and how they are with babies. Some of them haven't seen other babies before, so that's been really nice just to see that. So Theo has now outgrown his newborn clothes, which I'm actually really sad about. I remember being like this with Amelia every time she sort of outgrew a stage of clothes, being really quite sad about it. So he is now out of his newborn. I just keep sort of like a box at the bottom of his wardrobe, and once he's outgrown it, I'll throw it in there, so I know what he can wear and what he can't wear. So those ones are now done, and he's now moved up to 0 to 3, which obviously is still a bit baggy, and he's got a bit of room in it to grow into, because he still is only 1 month old. But yeah, so all those little bits, all the tiny little newborn clothes he's now out of. So he also has a teeny little bit of baby acne, which is really normal, or sort of on his face. Sometimes it sort of comes and goes really. So just a few little spots here and there. Obviously we'll keep an eye on that, but it's kind of really normal for babies to have spots. He actually suffers worse than Amelia did. Actually, Amelia really didn't suffer with nappy rash, so we've been treating that for him, and that's now clearing up a little bit as well. We've just been using sort of like nappy rash cream, like barrier cream, but it's sort of taken its time to sort of heal. So again, if you've got any suggestions or maybe good products that you've used to help clear up your baby's nappy rash, then please do let me know. I would love to hear. Please put them in the comments below. The sort of midwives and healthcare workers that sort of came to see us recommended just letting him have some nappy off time. So just put a towel down, because obviously he'll sort of wet himself, and then just let him have some air to it. So that we've been trying as well, and it is slowly clearing up. But as I said, Amelia really didn't have, very luckily, didn't have nappy rash really at all. So I don't know if that again is a difference between girls and boys, but yeah, so bless him, he's been struggling a little bit with that. But yeah, his poor little nappy rash. But as I said, it's getting better now, so hopefully a few more days and it'll be gone. Just to update you on his sleep and how his sleep's going. So he is sort of waking every 3 hours. I'm still exclusively breastfeeding, so that's all going really well. But he's waking about every 3 hours for a feed, and it does seem to be a little bit more in the night, which I know is still really normal for newborns. Sort of like in no way, shape or form has he got a routine yet, but maybe we're trying to form a little routine ourselves between me and my husband Sam. So in the evenings, I will feed him and then pass him to Sam to put down with him downstairs, and I'll go up a little bit earlier, just to sort of catch a few hours sleep just by my own, so I'm not disturbed, and then I'm a little bit more ready for the night feeds, for that. So that's been sort of working well. So then when Theo wakes up for his next feed, Sam will bring him upstairs to me, and then I'll feed him and put him down with me in our bedroom for the night. So that's sort of been working really well for us. It just means that I get a couple of hours good sleep before, as I said, the sort of night feeds start. Yeah, so that's been working well for us, and hoping obviously now as he gets bigger, hopefully the sort of hours between feeds will be getting a bit more between. Fingers crossed, that's what I'm saying anyway, so fingers crossed that's going to happen. But yeah, so his feeding's going really well. He seems to be putting on weight really well. Last time he was weighed when the wife came round, he was 7.5 pounds. 7 pounds and 6 ounces. So he's doing really, really well. I'm so pleased that he's been putting on weight really well. He'll next be weighed at his 6-week checkup, so we can check in again then. Just to update you on his jaundice, actually, I nearly forgot about that. The healthcare worker came round and checked him, and we held him up to the light, to the window, and she seemed to think he was okay, but I was unsure. I still think he had it a little bit, so she did recommend that we would go to the hospital to get a blood test. So we went and done that. Obviously, you know, it's not very nice. They had to take another heel prick from his foot blood test, which, you know, it's never the nicest to see your baby upset. So obviously he did cry a little bit with that, but we got the results back the very next day. Actually, it was really, really quick, and they said that he obviously still had it a little bit, but the worrying, he wasn't anywhere near the sort of worrying level, so he didn't need to come in for any sort of like light therapy or stay in hospital or anything like that. So that was really good and reassuring. I was really happy about that. It just means, you know, it will go over time. She said every baby's different, so, you know, already I can tell it's getting better, and I'd say almost nearly gone now. So yeah, we're really pleased about that. And that I just didn't need to stay into hospital or have anything further to do with that. So yeah, so we're just keeping an eye on it, and yeah, it's nearly gone, so that's really good. Okay, so just to update you about me now and how I'm doing postpartum 1 month. I'm feeling very, very positive at the moment, and although absolutely shattered and lack of sleep, I feel in a really, really good mood and positive about everything, so that's really good. We're taking more trips out now, so that's really nice. I'm sort of getting more confident with life of 2. Next week, Amelia is on half term at nursery, so that will be my first full week of having both of them. So that, yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be really a full-on week. So I'll let you know how that week goes. I haven't done any trips out on my own with both of them yet. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, Amelia's such a good girl, so, you know, Amelia's such a good girl, so I know she's going to listen to me and, yeah, behave. So, yeah, I think we're going to take a couple of trips out, just the 3 of us, and see how we get on. I know a couple of friends have said about meeting at the park, so we might do some park trips or something like that. So that'll be fun. I'll let you know how that gets on. Also, my bleeding has stopped now, so I feel like I'm recovering really, really well. Obviously, I've also booked in my 6-week check at the doctor's, so I'll let you know how that goes when I have that. But I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good, really positive. Just waiting for this weather to warm up a little bit so we can just get out and about a little bit more. But yeah, absolutely lapping up every single second of Theo and absolutely loving it. You know, as much as I say, just really enjoying this newborn stage and having him here. You know, he's bringing us all so much happiness, so we're so pleased, and yeah, just really, really happy. So there, I think that's everything that I wanted to update you on Theo's 1 month update and my 1 month postpartum. So next one I'm going to be doing is the 2 month update for Theo and myself. So I will check back in then. But thank you so much for watching, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you and follow along this journey with us. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.